class, going to continue with the Chapter 2 notes on page 10. This is still in section 2.3. Another type of weighted mean is a student's grade point average. Okay, so here we have a list of grades that a student received, and we want to find that overall grade point average. Remember, in any grade point average, this is your scores, right? So an A is actually 4 points, B is 3, C 2, D 1, F 0. Okay, so it's important to remember when you're calculating a GPA, the weights are actually how many credits or units the class is worth. So all of these things are the weights. And then the scores are the actual letter grades that the student receives. Okay, so if I'm going to set up my little table on this one, I'm going to do grade and then credits for the weights. All right, so we have a B in a 1 credit class. So a B is worth 3 points. So the grade is actually a 3 and the credit is 1. A D and a 3. So a D is worth 1 point and it's 3 credits. A C is worth 2 points and that's 5 credits. And then sneaky on this last one, an A and 2 3 credit classes. So I gotta do 2 of those. I get a 4 for the A in a 3 credit class, and another one, another A in another 3 credit class. Okay, so this student had 5 classes all together. The grades are numerical now, and the credits for each one. Okay, so again, the credits are the weights. So just like in that last problem, when you're finding the overall mean, we're going to multiply the pairs together. 3 times 1, this is what you're going to do in your calculator. 1 times 3, that's a 3. 2 times 5, 4 times 3, and then 4 times 3. Okay, that's the top, right? Multiply each of those, add them up. The denominator is the weights added together. So in other words, what's the total number of units or credits this student had? So I'm going to add up the credits for the denominator. Okay. Go ahead and try to calculate that and see if we match. Okay, so what I'm getting is 40 for the top and 15 for the bottom. And then I'm going to do 40 divided by 15 for my final answer. And let's round this to 2 decimals, 2.67. That will be the nearest hundredth. Pretty standard for GPAs for that type of rounding. Okay. So, yep, that's how you find a GPA. That's a type of weighted mean. Okay, we've got one more problem for this video. It's the mean of a frequency distribution. We saw frequency distributions in section 2.1. Now we want to find the mean of one. The key for these is find the midpoints of the classes. That's the number you're going to need in the formula. Okay, so notice here, X is the midpoint of each class and F is the frequency. All right, but it's that same type of thing going on there, the sum XF. Multiply all the pairs together, add them up. Okay, so first let's find the midpoints. Remember, to find a midpoint, you can just add them up and divide by 2. So I can, if I'm wanting to do that over here, just a little scratch work, 29 plus 33 divided by 2, that's 30.5. And then I can do that for each one. And we'll just knock those out. Did I get that first one right? I think I messed up. That's not 30.5, that was 31. You're probably like, what's wrong with this guy? Sometimes you mess up. Okay, I mistyped something in my calculator. I should have just eyed it. It's right in the middle of 29 and 31, 33, 31. Okay, fixed it. Okay, so we got 31, 36. Right between 39 and 43 looks like 41. And right between 44 and 48, 46. Okay, that's 31. Okay, so we got our midpoints. right in the middle of the classes. And then now we've got our 2 columns that we're going to use to calculate. So x bar equals, what are we doing? We're taking 31 and multiplying by its corresponding frequency. 36 times its frequency. 41 times its frequency. And 46 times its frequency. I'm sure your notes are way nicer than mine. Chicken scratch. Okay, and then for the denominator, I'm going to add up all of the frequencies because that's the n. That's the total sample size. That's the total number of small cars in this study. Okay. I'm calculating the top, 31 times 11 plus 36 times 12 plus 41 times 2 plus 46 times 5, and that's 1,085. And then if I add up the frequencies, I'm getting 30. And then I'm finally just going to do that division and round if necessary. So let's just do 1 decimal place. I'm getting a 36.2, and that would be an MPG. Okay, so that would be the sample or sample mean, yeah, or mean of the frequency distribution. Okay, one little thing, why did we find those midpoints? I mean, we're basically saying all we know in this data set is that for that first one, we know 11 cars are in this range. So we're going to assume that those 11 cars probably average around 31 miles per gallon, right? So we're going to take those 11 times the 31. Okay, so that's the main idea for that. It's the best we can do. Okay, so that's it for this video. That's the end of 2.3. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hope all is well.